Hey everyone, Durrani here from VG247, and I wanted to quickly share this Back 4 Blood beginner's guide with you to get you off to a great start with the game. Let's get started. How to get all of the characters. You may have noticed that you only have 4 of 8. You get the extra characters by completing the first run on Act 1, so that's the first 4 levels in The Devil's Return, but you can't unlock them in solo campaign, only multiplayer. The character Mum, her speed revive perk is one of the most useful perks in the game. It will come in clutch. She gets 1 free instant revive on a down teammate per level. Spend your cash. When you're in a safe room, you will get a chance to visit the shop and buy equipment and supplies. Spend your money. It doesn't come with you out of that run, so make the most of it. At a bare minimum, always buy your health back. There is no health regen in Back 4 Blood, so it's best you start the level with a healthy start. Before you buy health, do check in the safe room if there's a medical station for a free heal. How to open the locked doors. You can find toolkits out in the world, but they are few and far in between, and I never seem to have one when the locked loot doors appear and they have so much loot behind them. To counter that, make sure you always buy a toolkit from the shop, or at least someone on your team, make sure they have one. Look around and explore. There are loads of supplies like health, explosives and weapons laying around out of sight, hidden away in Back 4 Blood. Just keep an eye out, you don't want to miss a massive upgrade to your weapon. All mutations have a weak spot. The red glowing spots on the bigger enemies are weak spots. Shoot them. They die way faster, and when you can build your first deck, get a few cards that increase your damage to these critical spots further. Trust me, when it gets hectic and you get overrun with Ridden, the last thing you want is one of these mutations to take ages to die. Try and stay with your team. You will quickly get overwhelmed if your team doesn't fight together, and if you're way ahead and a horde gets called in, you can kiss your ass goodbye. Also, if your team are eager to run off and they miss something that you've seen, like a locked door that you've got a key for, use the ping system to get their attention. Also, ping ammo and attachments. Don't be that person. Follow the rules set by the game on that level. The corruption cards are there to work against you. Sometimes they can reward you, but don't be that person that doesn't read what the modifiers are and keeps running into flocks of birds that trigger hordes. These modifiers are easy to avoid, but make your run hell if you don't take caution. When you're in Fort Hope, you don't actually have to go to every single vendor individually. If you press your menu button, you can access them all from there. It's a very weird design choice from the developers, but it saves you walking around to every single NPC. Melee attacks will save you a lot. Use it. It creates space if you get surrounded, and it doesn't interrupt your reload animation. On your runs, you'll find throwables like propane tanks and jerry cans. These throwable gas canisters are a free explosive. Always pick them up and use them. You can melee while you're carrying them if 1 or 2 pesky Ridden are about, but there are loads of these, so throw them even if it's for 1 or 2 kills. You get more cards and cosmetics by completing supply lines. They're like little battle passes. You can progress them with the points you earn from runs. You get 3 supply lines to choose from at a time, and you can view what they contain, so choose ones with the cards and skins that you like. Choose cards that help you survive. Don't fall into the trap of choosing all damage buffing cards when you're building a deck. You can't do damage if you're dead, so consider stamina, health, and cards that keep you alive. Additionally, the game is designed to put you at a disadvantage, and you fix those disadvantages with cards. So any problems you might be facing with enemies slow tagging you, or there might be too much friendly fire, there's a card that fixes those things, so experiment and be on the lookout for cards that work well with your playstyle. If you want a real challenge, play on the higher difficulties. Recruit is the standard difficulty for the game, and I suggest you play through the campaign on this mode first, build a deck from the points you will have earned, and then take that deck into the higher difficulties. Veteran and Nightmare are serious. These higher difficulties take a lot more thought and deliberate action to complete, but they are really fun and engaging. Use different weapons. It is very easy for your whole team to use an assault rifle, but you'll soon realize that ammo is hard to come by, especially if your team is all using the same ammo type. Don't be scared to use other weapons. Shotguns with fast reload mags are incredibly effective, and snipers do big damage to weak spots and bosses. Also, if you remember, you'll be a good teammate if you drop ammo that you're not using. That is it for this beginner's guide. The rest of the game is pretty self-explanatory. Go and have fun with the builds and see what you can create. I'm personally looking forward to creating a melee focus build and just seeing how that works out. If you'd like to read some more in-depth guides, make sure you check out VG247.com for best decks, character tier lists, all that jazz. We've got you covered. Peace out, everyone. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed it. It's free and you can always unsubscribe at any time. Take a look at our other videos if you like. Also, check out VG247.com for around the clock gaming news and updates.